Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I am going to do your spiritual principle a day in a meditation for March the 31st. I hope you're having a beautiful morning. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. Okay, the title of the meditation, Striking a Spiritual Balance. We remember to put our program first and to respect our own limits. We strive every day to keep ourselves spiritually balanced. Living Clean, Chapter 3, Conscious Contact. Addicts in and out of recovery are subject to thinking and acting in extremes. Many of us discover a need for personal limits by overdoing things. Even in recovery, sometimes too much of a good thing is just too much. One member shared, I spent 12 hours volunteering in our convention's merchandise room. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but it was every bit as stressful as my most hectic work days. Looking back, I realized that I had misunderstood what it meant to put my program first. The common advice to put our program first isn't meant to shame us into giving and giving and giving some more. Maybe we take one shift in the merchandise room, perhaps even two, but we certainly do not need to take on 6 shifts at the expense of sanity. While service is a key component of our recovery, balance requires us to pay attention to so much more. Spiritual maintenance takes time and commitment. Many of us develop routines that help keep us spiritually centered. They become the heart of our personal recovery and the wellspring for our spiritual balance. We commune with a higher power in whatever ways work for us. We listen by quieting our mind in meditation, by taking a motorcycle out on a winding road, or by listening to newcomers at a chai shop before the meeting. We share our hopes and our pain with other members in a journal or with the universe. When we keep a balanced program at the center of our lives, we're better equipped to navigate life on life's terms. Practicing balance doesn't mean we're spiritually attuned at all times. Rather, it means we notice when we're out of tune and we take action to correct our course. I will listen to my body, mind, and spirit to establish my own limits and explore how I tune in to spiritual balance in my recovery. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. How has your week been going? It's been a busy week for me. Although every part of it, I have so much gratitude for where I'm at today. Yeah, I feel thankful. A lot of gratitude is what I have for my recovery, and I hope that you do too. On Wednesday, just a couple days ago, the company that I'm with, we put on an event for young people. And it was just amazing to see the community, the collaboration. It was a beautiful opportunity to test the waters for me of my spiritual journey. And as I was reading this, thinking about putting my program first, and I'm reading this and I'm seeing this addict talk about spending 12 hours volunteering. And generally, you'll do a 2-hour shift in the merchandise room. So 6 shifts. And feeling like at the end of the day, what was it all for? Because it was driving them to a point of exhaustion, mentally, right? Emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Being in the merchandise area for 12 hours out of a convention is a long time. And I just want to say the people that do service work at conventions, at the end of the convention, they still have a super huge business meeting that generally takes place before they usually even keep their hotel room the same night that the convention ends, because they have a whole business meeting that they have to convene together and go over everything. Everyone gives a report, the money is counted, everything is solidified before they're released. These conventions are not simple things to do. They're huge. They're huge. So as we're traveling and we're going to conventions and enjoying them, just to give an hour or two as a hugger, to be on call, to step into chair workshops or the marathon meeting even. These are things that I have found beneficial for me in a way for me to give back so that this doesn't happen. This story in here, one person doing 12 hours in the merchandise room is a lot. And we can strike a better spiritual balance, I think, if we're able to share the weight, the load, the work. The more hands involved, the better it is. So I'm not sure. I know that I am involved in service work, and I'm going to dial back some of the service work that I'm doing. Because for me, I only have so many hours in the day, and I have to start super early. And it feels like I don't get enough rest during the middle of the week, like from Tuesday to Thursday. It seems like I don't get enough rest. So I'm going to dial back the service work that I do on those days so that I'm not also juggling that. And I can move my service work to the weekend. I can find a slot or two to chair meetings on the weekend so that I have more peaceful, more rest during the course of the week. And that is, for me, that is putting my spiritual journey first, right? My program first. That is doing exactly that to me. And you just have to figure out what it is for you. It's going to be different for each person. However, generally speaking, when people do that much service work without taking a break or using the rotation suggestion, it's because other people aren't stepping up. And so I just know for me, the little bit that I do, um, is because I really have benefited from Narcotics Anonymous. And I want to make sure that the doors stay open. And I just hope that we all can find some way to give back. But whatever it is, make sure that it's within your step 3 and your step 11. Make sure, right, that It's not just a bright ideal for you, but it's truly your higher power's will for you. And if we do that, I don't think that we can go wrong at all. At all. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope you have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to. I'll be talking to you tomorrow.